But it did for some reason lead to us coming up with a thing where we kept yelling, Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. It was fun.
I did hear that you have not watched Letterkenny yet.
No, I watched Letterkenny. Janice had watched Letterkenny.
Hadn't.
Yeah. Because once we found that out, we spent the rest of the night going, to be fair.
To be fair.
Keep opening a browser up to look up something specifically and then forgetting what I'm looking for.
We are live. Shit's finally working.
Don't see D or Brett, but I don't know if that's just me. Let me reach.
I don't see D.
I see everyone, and Scott has an exclamation point on his face. Now he doesn't. I thought you were a quest giver.
I don't see D or Scott.
I only see. Oh, there we go. I see D. I just don't see you, Brett.
Yeah. Odd man out.
Let me see.
D, I have a question.
I'm gonna use the bathroom and then we'll start.
When are you gonna Monster of the Week with us? After you gave me so much grief about wanting to be invited.
Because you didn't invite me, and that was an asshole move. You gotta at least invite me.
And then you just said nothing else after that.
And then I worked all the time. What time do y'all play at?
Tuesdays at 8-ish. We have a great bunch of foolish people.
I'm just saying, it was rude not to invite.
And it was rude to say it was rude not to invite and then say nothing else after invited.
Life lately.
All right, Jeff can join in when he gets on. So let's go. So last week on Dragon Ball Z, the party freed, well, not really freed, circumstantially freed a fire giant werewolf that has escaped to places unknown after Yolanda had caught up with the party after they had left her all by her lonesome inside of an inn after dragons had been killed. You killed all the cultists, and you worked your way back up to the surface of the town. But you started seeing some undead beholders convening on a center point in the town currently.
I would say they were patrolling a center point in the town, not convening.
Potato, potato.
We also released a fire giant, a were-fire giant.
Yes.
Don't forget that.
How could we forget that terrible tragedy that occurred?
I mentioned that first. You already forgot?
Yeah, he said that.
I didn't hear
it. We've put forth great evil into the world.
Well, the fire giant wasn't really your guys' fault.
I mean, it wasn't not our fault. We talked about killing him and then we didn't.
And then he took the werewolf thing.
What do they say about great responsibility?
Uncle Ben's fine.
Yeah, he's Spider-Man in some alternate universes.
Right?
Too bad for his family, though.
Everyone's Spider-Man in some universe.
So upon
have we been spotted or what? I don't remember what.
I was just about to say. You have climbed out and you've seen these three undead beholders kind of come into the center square. You're behind a tree line, so I'm gonna need everybody to roll me stealth check.
Okay.
I'm looking for my character sheet. Guess what? It's gonna be my fault. I wasn't wrong.
It's a good thing I'm way away from you.
Everything exploded.
Getting blasted by one of them, it
I
looks
mean,
like.
you're only way away because some of you is over there and some of you is over there.
How did I just move?
I moved you.
Oh,
I was deleting that stuff that Jeff drew on top. All right, so as this guy is moving up,
I can't see nothing.
you can't see nothing. Can you see nothing now?
Nope, there it is.
There's nothing, or
There it is.
Something. Serena trips and falls and makes a noise. The undead beholder here turns one of its eye stalks in the direction of the small park, scanning around.
I would argue I'm on the ground because I tripped and fell. I cannot be seen.
As everybody else is kind of holding their breath on what happens next. About up over here, you see a man peek his head out from behind a barrel and try to bolt. You see him running in the direction away from the beholders. He knocks over a crate, is making a lot of general noise. One of the beholder zombies moves forward and blasts 2 lasers from his eye stalks, disintegrating the man where he stands.
That's not good.
His ashes fall to the ground in a small pile.
Did they say exterminate?
Not quite. They made some like noises.
Like they want to eat your brains
Something
after they
like that.
disintegrate them.
yeah, it's gonna be kind of hard for them to eat that guy's brains. They need a dustbuster.
Can
Kitchen
anyone
stuff.
do mass stealth?
Mass stealth is not a thing. Not unless you kind of go invisible. That's a spell. Do you have invisible?
I don't have magic.
I don't have anything that would cloak us all.
The
Sir?
beholders are now in high alert with each of their eye stalks kind of scanning around
Well-
in the area.
I can teleport us the heck out of here if we want to do that. That's one option.
Can you teleport us to the alleyway?
You don't want to try going a little further?
You saw what happened with that guy who ran out into the open?
Well,
I'm level
that's what
7.
I'm
Let
saying.
me remind you, level 7.
I know, but if we just teleport to there, we haven't changed our odds of being found.
Use your best judgment. Just teleport us somewhere.
Use best judgment, and we're on the other side of the planet. It's safe here.
So when as I'm hiding, can I see exactly where I am in position to where we were trying to get to?
Where were you trying to get to? You guys just kind of tunneled up here from the
We
hole.
were
that the
trying to get to
fire
that.
giant.
We believed. I know that we were headed for that church on the hill, right?
Yeah,
That
not on a
apple-
hill, not on a hill, but there was a church. Yeah.
And we think that's where Ditex was.
No, because
So-
of his wish, you know he's there.
Oh, that's right.
We knew he was there at the time of the wish.
So I could put us, outside of there,
If we were
close,
gonna, if we were gonna do that, why didn't we do it right in the middle at the very beginning instead of going on the sewer adventure?
Adventure.
saving magic. I like to wander around. It's fun. We were
And-
going on a hike.
Yeah,
And
just for funsies.
as much as I love hiking, how many times can you cast this?
Well, that's the other reason I didn't mention it. So I could probably teleport us about 3 times maybe before I'm gonna have to go to sleep. But granted, if I, we shouldn't take advantage of my ability to teleport all over the place because that might make me useless in a fight.
I was concerned we'd only be able to teleport once, and then we'd have to run out anyway. If you got 3, let's just do it.
You have 3 teleports?
Yeah. Well, technically, I have a level teleport is a level 7,
Yeah.
and I have a
you got
level
one of
8
me. You can-
slot and a level 9 slot.
Oh, that's true. Don't forget you have Dimension Door.
Yeah, that's got to be somewhere I can see, right?
Visualize or that you can describe by stating distance and direction.
I can only bring one willing creature with the dimension door. What about with the teleport? Let's see.
Teleport, I believe, is
Oh,
up to 5.
hold on. I might have a thing.
8. Oh, teleport is 8 people, so
Okay, that would get us.
that is also a very large description.
It can't be held or carried by an unwilling creature. Destination you choose must be known to you and must be on the same plane of existence. Well, I saw that we could see the church spire, right? So I know about where
Oh,
it
yeah.
is.
Mm-hmm.
So I could teleport us right outside probably the front door.
You have gate. You have gate? You have gate, Sean.
Armin has gate.
Well, how are you going to cast it?
Well, if we teleport to Ditex and kill him and save Armin, then we'll just teleport out with Armin. And the party knows he can teleport anyway because of his go back to the church teleport.
Right. You mean word of recall?
Yeah.
You know that you never unlinked it to Elf Town, so you'll go all the way back there.
Well, he doesn't actually have it memorized, and the party doesn't know that, so...
We need another hard reset of the adventure.
Yeah, so we need to go back so we can go on another adventure in a different direction.
Let's fail twice and get
And you were
flung
asking
across.
the other day, can we finish the adventure by March?
As the world slowly burns around us, we'll just keep constantly teleporting back
We
to
keep
Elf
getting
Town.
right to the door and then going backwards.
Or worst case scenario, I try to teleport to Earth to Elftown, and the church is no longer there because the dragons burned it to the ground, and we all die because whatever we were running away from.
You teleport back, and it's just a smoldering crater on the map.
No, we teleport back into the exact location that we had cast the spell, and it's now buried under rubble, so we just explode.
Well, I guess that's better than like Fallout from Dragon Breath.
Oh, it's painless death. You just explode.
How
It's like
painless,
Death Fog.
How painless? No, Death Fog does not look painless.
All right, so what do you do while these beholders?
Serena's just finding out that Haven knows how to teleport. Let's teleport. Get us there.
Okay, where do y'all want me to teleport us to?
Right behind Ditex so I can stab him.
Somewhere
I think
that's
I have
not.
to know exactly where he is to do that.
When you say right where he is on the ground in a church that we can kind of see. How specific do you need to be here?
I think I can get us inside the church because I can see the church, but like I can't see inside the church, so I can't.
Because the spell specifically says, I'm going to rule Slayer on this teleport, is that your choice that you can see within range or a single object that you can see within range to a destination you select. If you target an object, it must be able to fit entirely within a 10-foot cube and can't be held or carried by an unwilling creature.
So we can teleport to an object as long as we can see it?
Yes, as long as that object fits within a 10-foot cube. As long as you can see it.
If we could see the bell tower of the church, I'm assuming the church has a bell tower.
Of course.
Could we teleport to the bell? I'm assuming we could see it.
Yeah.
It's as good a place as any. That'd give us a way to sneak down inside if we pull it off.
Like, we would literally be descending upon Ditex. That sounds epic. Let's do it. I won't accidentally hit the bell, I promise.
Okay. Well, let's do that. Everybody gather sneakily around me as quickly as you can before one of these things see me. And I'm going to cast teleport to the bell on the bell to the bell tower proper, where humans can stand to ring the bell. I don't want to be in the bell.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, it's teleport. You got a clear idea on where you're going. This is not the monkey's paw. That's not not going to fuck up your teleport just because you said something wrong. It's not Wish.
But it could be if you wanted it to be, and I would be okay with
Hey,
that.
D, you've got 2 wishes.
I'm not ready yet.
Wish them to turn into chickens.
You weren't very clear on who them were.
Everyone turns into chickens.
Everyone but the party is now chickens. The world is full of chickens. All right, you find yourself, since I don't have a map for this, but you are now teleported to the spire of the cathedral at the bell tower.
All right.
It is a very kind of narrow, just little platform. You all can fit on there, but barely. There's the bell, a small wooden platform that goes all the way around the bell, and then a ladder that descends down into the upper echelons of the cathedral itself.
The only thing that makes sense is we go down the ladder.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
scale down the side of the building if you want.
That sounds epic.
Who needs to scale?
That sounds like a lot of visibility. I'd rather
All
take
of
the
us
ladder.
except for you.
D, you hush.
Be careful.
Yeah. So the way I'm picturing it is this ladder is inside, right? Inside of the.
It's inside the
Okay.
spire. It's
Can
not
we-
on the outside of the building.
Can we hear anything through the ladder hole?
Roll me perception.
I'm gonna take a listen to.
Nope.
Soon as I can find it.
As you kind of lean over and listen in, you hear the great expanse of nothingness as quiet fills the just the whole down end of the church.
We're just gonna have to go down and see what we're walking into. Hopefully, this leads to an attic first, and then we'll be able to.
So
Yeah, as the party descends the ladder, they find themselves in exactly that, just kind of an attic storage area. It's a bit hot, it's a bit stuffy, lots of crates, some windows that show the outside. You can see off into the city a great way in one direction. You can see all the building tops and everything. It's very dusty. And there is a door that leads out of the room.
When I look around this room, do I see any objects or any indications that these particular people we're after have even stepped into this room? Like stored anything?
Yeah, on a very, very easy, just kind of ocular pat down of the room, You can tell just by the dust in the room that this room has been majorly undisturbed recently. So it doesn't look like anybody has been up here anytime soon.
So we might be okay to be very quiet and figure out what we're going to do next.
We need to go downstairs and fight Ditex. That's what we need to do. Let's do it.
Oh, okay. Is that the plan?
I mean,
Open the door and go?
maybe not burst open the door and fall down the stairs screaming, but
Just open the door and just as you open the door.
hold my sword up, run around yelling, "Ah! Where are you?"
Do some shock and awe.
Well, who would like to? First of all,
oh,
before I get into any fights, I should probably get a little more health.
Yeah, if you would like to take a short rest and recover any HP,
I think this
now
is
would be a perfect time to do it.
so this is a
I
good
think we can.
opportunity because it's like
Let's
an
do it.
undisturbed area,
Quiet.
right?
This is an undisturbed area.
Yeah. So if we're quiet, we can wait for 4 hours and then go. Y'all okay with that?
Yeah.
On top of that, we should be like, while we're sitting around not playing, or while we're sitting around staring at the walls, relaxing in the most unrelaxing place ever, we should be like listening in for something downstairs to happen, or like try to pick up on sounds around the church if we can.
Okay.
Can we do that? Like,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
spend 4 hours listening real hard.
Just kind of ears to the wall, ears to the floor, to the door.
I don't think a short rest has to be 4 hours, though. I think it can be like half
It could
an
be a half hour if you really wanted it to. It's anywhere up to 4 hours. So you guys just, I mean, we really don't have a kind of hard rule on time, so.
I'm back at max health. Max health 60, but I'm at max health.
Right on. All right, so as the party is just kind of resting and kind of kicking around in the room while trying to be as quiet as possible, everybody roll me perception. Serena hears very deep rumblings that kind of vibrate the floorboards a little bit.
Rumblings. And Dee bangs her head against the floor over and over again.
Yolanda is off in daydream land.
I am so deep in my meditative trance that I don't.
That you're snoring. It's not meditation if you're snoring.
You're meditating so strongly that your leg has fallen asleep and is now has reduced blood flow. You take 5 damage.
Just
Just roll another
If
hit
only.
die, you'll be fine.
If only. So Serena and Hafen feel the deep rumbling. Just kind of, it's so kind of light that if you weren't really paying attention, you'd miss it.
Rumblings. Something has to be heavy to rumble.
Something's rumbling.
Or mini. But he's not marching an army inside of a church. There's something big downstairs. Probably... Is Jeff posting giant things that'll be down there? I don't know. I heard Discord and I'm like, Jeff's posting pictures. I can't wait to see what it is.
I mean,
sorry.
Whatever it is, we're up here not fighting it, and we need to be down there fighting it. let's roll.
So you want to leave the confines of the undisturbed room.
Yes.
Okay.
Who's leading the way?
I would say our stealth person should do it, but she has wandered off.
Uh,
Smoke if you got him.
You know what it is that's downstairs? It's a clogged toilet.
No worries. I'll slice the toilet in two. It'll be unclogged.
we sent the muck down to handle it.
The undead beholders have all been downstairs using the toilet one after the other, and now it's so clogged that the entire building is rumbling. It's gonna blow any minute.
Pipes are gonna burst.
Oh God, guys, it's gonna go any second.
It's
No.
it's everywhere.
I wish I had just died instead.
Why don't we just act like we work here? We look like mercenaries, don't we?
Sure.
I don't know. I mean, we could try that.
Let's just act.
I don't know that it would work. I think if we're where the one of the big guys are, I think most of the people around him would know each other pretty well.
Plus,
Don't you think?
other than the cultists, I mean, we could try to make ourselves look like the cultists.
Yeah.
Like pull some tarp or pull some cloths off some boxes, put cloaks on, be like, all hail Tiamat, all hail Bahamut.
Don't chug 2 liters of water before you start a 2-hour game.
I'm sitting here with this.
We could go back down and skin the remaining cultist and wear their skin as a disguise.
I mean, you could totally do that.
Let's just kill the first cultist we see, steal their uniforms, and pretend to be cultists. We're gonna see cultists here.
Okay. I'm fine with trying to pretend to be.
We have two
That's cool.
super charismatic people that could charisma us out of hopefully anything.
Let's test that theory.
Let's test that theory. I open the stairs and start walking down like we belong here.
You're gonna be loud about it. All right.
Not loud, but like determined and confident.
Just determined. Sure. All right.
Brazen.
Brazen. I like
Yes.
it. Brazen.
Get that 8 out of the way, Jeff.
I didn't ask for a roll.
Exactly. We need to make sure he got that 8 out of the way before we needed something good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Well, you guys open the door, and you walk out of the storage, and you find yourself in the kind of like the upstairs, kind of prayer rooms of the cathedral. There are stairs that still go down, but just think of just an upstairs series of rooms.
Okay. So is there are we in an area that kind of overlooks the center of the church? Or are we off on a
No.
wing?
You're off on a wing.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's just start opening doors. If we find some cultists in a room, we can shut the door and murder them and re-equip ourselves at our leisure.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. If we open the door up and see a bunch of cultists sitting around, we'll just act like, oh, we're here for today's training, and then close the door behind us and
Pull out our weapons.
And seal
Yeah.
our fate.
Let's trade. Fuck. All right, let's go. In this hallway area, do we hear any rooms that have?
It's all is quiet on the southern front.
Ooh, maybe we're gonna find their bunks, and we can kill them in their sleep.
well,
With my high charisma roll, they are cultists, which means their wisdom is probably pretty low. Do you think I could convince them to give us their skin, so we can use that as a disguise?
No, you cannot convince people to give up their skin. There is no way.
excuse me, we would like to do our best buffalo buffalo quote.
The lawful good paladin would like to convince you to give up your flesh.
Please forfeit your flesh for our cause.
All right. So what do? You see a hallway and you see about 8 doors, 4 on each,
Let's sort of
other sides
peek
of each
in
other.
and look for
Well, let's
like
start checking doors.
candlelight or snoring, preferably snoring.
So you peek into the first door.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You open the door and you see a lone cultist sitting in there at a chair pulled up to a box, and you see him playing solitaire on the box.
Is his back to us?
No, he looks up. He looks up as he's laying a card down.
Don't let me say something. Somebody else
Okay.
say something.
I'm gonna. I'm going to just charge across the room as quick as I can, grab him by the neck, and shocking grasp.
I was hoping that you were gonna like rush across the room and slap down like an ace.
You've activated my trap card.
Is that? Are you playing Gwent?
Go ahead, roll for shocking grasp. Actually, that's a spell attack? So
My God, I love Gwent.
shit, I deleted the cultist token.
Are we on a map where I should see a cultist right now?
Nope. Because you guys went off of what I had prepared, so we're winging it.
So we're imagining the cultist right now. We're still
You're
out in the
imagining.
courtyard.
No. You're in the upstairs area of the church,
So
off of one of the wings.
I'm in the courtyard.
No.
Maybe I should hit refresh.
What courtyard?
Oh, you're still looking at the map. Don't look at the map. Just
Yeah. There's no map. Don't worry about a map. Yeah, you'll everybody should still see themselves next to the beholder zombies, but you're all past that now. So
pretend we're playing Monster of the Week, and
Yeah.
we don't have a map
yeah, exactly.
because I'm a lazy motherfucker.
No,
What?
maps needed.
It works.
I like imagining that we're just running down hallways. It's like it's a giant sprawling complex. There's no need to see every nook and cranny. It's just
All right. Well,
imagining-
you do your thing. You slam them up. What'd you do? Slam them up against the wall and shock and grasp them?
What I want to do, yeah, I don't want to slam them up because I want to grab them and then try to put them in a half Nelson after I shock them because I have assassinated people before.
Don't
So I
worry,
wanna get
because
the choke
your
on the
shock
guy.
and grasp killed him.
Oh, it did?
Yeah,
I'm still gonna choke them anyway.
you grabbed him, and the lightning just burst through his body, and you can smell his skin cooking, and he just goes limp.
All right, so we have
We
one
got one pair of
disguise.
clothes.
Who is the most likely to need a disguise that is a fucking monk with their face on a t-shirt? I think Yolanda and Sir Istval are probably the most likely to need disguises. Haven, you probably have a cloak, right?
I'm wearing it's a cloak that I can, when I unfurl my wings, it scares the crap out of people if I'm lucky.
I mean,
It's
that's
great.
That's probably
His
evil
cloak is
looking.
his cloak is a legendary action.
So I feel like you probably don't need a cloak.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take my cloak off.
I feel like Serena is maybe not a known issue to the enemy.
That's fair to assume.
And Sir Istval, I mean, he's supposed to look lawful good paladin, but I mean,
Let's just coat my armor in blood, and I will wear the face of the cultist that we just electrocuted. Problem solved. I'll fit right in.
I feel like this is unnecessary.
Get some spirit gum so you can attach the face to your face.
Right, exactly. It's the fine details that really sell the whole
His
cultist.
face is scorched. It's been electrocuted and charred.
He's a hardcore looking cultist now.
So let's throw the cloak at Sir Istval and tell him not to skin people, even if they are dead.
So, is this the ball taking the first cloak then?
Sure.
He really wants to skin this guy.
Should we just check the room across the hall from him? Is that how it is set up? There's 4 rooms down the hall.
Yeah, just kind of 4 and 4.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just want to check the room across the way.
Yeah, I think so. Like, let's just right across. Does someone else want to peek? I think someone else should have a turn to assassinate, unless Hafen is like the master assassin right now.
That was all right for me. That was fun enough. I'll let somebody else take their turn.
You did it so well. I feel like you should lead us on it.
All right, to catch you up real quick, T. They left the room, went downstairs. There were 8 rooms downstairs. They peeked into one. There was a lone cultist in there, and Hafen killed him with shocking grasp.
Oh, that's fine.
And Istval took his clothes.
So
And
you've got a mask. It's a very intricate dragon-looking mask.
Oh, so you didn't even need the guy's face. He was wearing a mask.
I didn't know he was wearing a mask.
Everyone's wearing a mask if you count the skin on their face.
That's a good point.
Okay. So you open up the door across the way from it? Who opens the door up?
I'll open the door.
Who wants to lead the way this time?
Yolanda, do exactly what Hafen did. Murder.
Yeah.
Okay, I can just kick the door open though, right?
No,
absolutely.
We're being sneaky.
Sure, you can kick the door open.
We're being
That would be
sneaky.
very loud.
Don't listen to him.
I'll try and be sneaky. And then if all else fails, I'll plus some things.
All right, you very slowly creak the door open. And you see 4 people asleep in a bed.
4 people in one bed.
In bed.
They stumbled across Charlie's family?
Oh! Let's do the thing in Lord of the Rings where they stab the pillows.
I would
No,
just...
I'm gonna do. I want to do this. Burning hands.
God.
The entire room ignites in fire. The people in the beds start thrashing about. Screaming very, very loudly as the room is engulfed in flames.
These are bad guys.
We can't.
They deserved it.
We can't get their clothes if you burn the clothes. Why would
They fall to the ground. They fall to the ground flailing, and they're just kind of thrashing about before they eventually just stop moving.
I did it, guys.
You can
The room is still on fire.
You can wear that cloak, Yolanda.
Take the burning cloak and let's go.
No one said anything about clothes. You just said murdering people.
We just
Fire has started spreading outside the door.
Uh-oh.
I shut the door.
It's a wooden door.
If you can't see it, it doesn't exist.
Next room, please, quickly.
One of the doors down the hall opens up.
Uh-oh.
A group of cultists
you're wearing
walking
a
out.
How many?
Up in front.
5 of them come walking out to inspect the noise that they just heard.
Pull out my crossbow, fire off 2 shots.
Hafen, ice spear.
I don't have that.
I'm firing off crossbow. Pew! Pew!
Well, I kind of have it.
Sorry,
Call
give me a
sign.
second. I'm just making a makeshift map real quick. So we'll just go ahead and move you guys over here. As you see me draw real fast. You've already killed the guy that was in this room, so this room is cleared. You've burned this room out. The flames have started coalescing at the door. You can go ahead and drop your tokens like here. You know, anywhere in this general location.
Okay.
The door down here opens up.
Ah.
And some cultists walk outside. You see them at the end of the hall. So, yeah, basically also, that's the hall end. It ends down here, so. They're at the end of the hallway, and they come out of the back right room. I guess I'll go ahead and drop Hayfen.
It's not letting me drop
And
myself in.
that's weird. Can you control that token?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I tried dragging them over a few times and it wouldn't. Kept giving me a can't do that.
It's dumb. Anyways, you see a bunch of cultists pile out of the back right room, and they see all of you down there, and they immediately begin advancing on you. So let's go ahead and roll that initiative. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Has everybody rolled?
Yes.
Missing. Okay, no, Hayfen isn't there. Your token just looks very similar. All right. The first cultist that comes out immediately begins advancing down the hallway. We got Baby Yoda in a room over here.
So somebody get them.
As he's walking down the hallway, you see him kind of wave his hands in the air, and I need Serena, who's out front, to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, nope, I'm not good at those. Not good at those.
You What was that, Jeff?
Never mind.
Your +3 is not going to help me.
It is not going to help you. It was in that one. You feel very lightheaded, and you turn back to the rest of the party, and you think to yourself,
Fuck these
they
guys.
gotta die. They gotta die.
All right. I got that.
You got that. The next one begins walking down the hall, and he pulls out. He just pulls a sword out. East of all.
Yes.
It's your turn.
So I see Serena turn. Does she mumble out loud, gotta die, or...
Nope. You are completely unaware.
Hmm.
Hmm.
A 30-foot cube.
So we're just gonna assume it's the entire hallway. You don't gotta draw it.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, we can obviously guess that they're back into the hallway there.
I would like them to be hypnotized
Like them to all be hypnotized.
with a 18, I think.
And that is a wisdom. All of them, except the one that was waving his hands, is now caught in your hypnotic pattern.
All right.
Quick, Hafen, cast Fireball.
Not so
I'm
fast.
way down on the turn list.
Not so fast. Serena.
Serena turns around and walks towards Hafen and swings his Vorpal sword.
You mother sucker.
Just get a crit.
That would be something, wouldn't it?
That would be something.
A 19 absolutely hits.
Whoo, that's close.
No, that wasn't an at 20 because it was a plus 11.
Also, if I roll a 19 or a 20, it's a crit.
Are you attuned to it?
I am attuned to it. I have had a long rest since I picked it up.
That's a natural 19 or 20, though.
A natural 19 or 20 is an automatic beheading,
Which this was not.
which this was not.
Thank gosh.
But I get another attack because I have multi-attack.
Was that 18 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Hafen, I'm sorry if this kills you.
Oh. You got me.
I got
No,
another
it's
11.
still-
That's an 11.
It's still plus 11. It doesn't count. It would have to be a 29 or 30, honestly, for it to behead you.
I'm assuming that a 22 hits you.
Yeah. That's
Something is
Yeah.
obviously wrong. Serena's attacking Hafen. Please do something and stop me. Please don't kill me. Unless you have to. I hold no grudges.
All right, next up. The cultists begin advancing on the party.
Aren't they all hypnotized?
The cultist.
Oh wait, the cultists. Yeah, these guys are hypnotized. You're right. They can't do jack shit.
They're immobilized, right?
They're all immobilized except for this one.
Dude, if I wasn't charmed, I could be killing them all instantly.
All right, Hafen, you're up.
Hmm. Well, let's see. Guess I'm gonna. Let's see. How about? Oh wait, no, that's not.
I'm gonna be a nice DM and remind you to maybe not burn all your high level stuff.
Yeah. That's what I was looking. I thought chromatic orb might have an area effect, but it's the singular.
Oh, yeah, it's single.
I'll do Ray of Frost at the only one that's not clearly not hypnotized.
Okay. Your ray of frost it closes the gap, hitting the cultist. The frost just works up from his feet all the way up to his head, encasing him completely in ice before he crashes over and breaks into several pieces dead.
All right.
Bonus actions, movement.
Is there anything I could do with Serena? Can I, like, kind of?
Now that you've taken an action, not really, unless you have a bonus action that could do something.
No, I just. Hmm. Can I just try to shove her out of the way so she's not coming right at me?
Yeah, you could. You know what? You could take a simple action to do a simple pushback to get her at least a square away, if you'd like. Just kind of roll strength against each other.
Okay.
Do you think you can beat my strength?
Probably not, but.
Strength save?
Yeah, strength save from both of you. Whoever has the higher wins. You shove at Serena, but she is pretty solid, so she doesn't move.
I just mumble. Yeah, that's.
All right, Yolanda, you saw what Serena did right in front of you.
I'm gonna try and grapple her away.
Excellent. Roll for grapple. Strength save, both of you.
Dang it!
Oh.
Hold on. You can have your proficiency to any strength, dexterity, or constitution check.
That doesn't already use your proficiency bonus. Okay.
So 1.5 added. No, it doesn't matter.
Oh no!
Dang it!
Oh no! You're still grappled.
I want to kill somebody.
Damn it, Sean.
I'm a good evil NPC.
All right, you still have movement, but you're grappling Serena now.
So I'm going to
Put her in a sleeper hold.
I was thinking about throwing her in the flaming room.
Send me
But
to
you
my
shut the door. Throw her through the door.
Actually, I'm going to. Do the doors open into the rooms or into the hallway?
They're gonna open into the rooms.
Okay. I'm gonna drag her over to. Is this the other room we opened?
Yeah, that was the one with the dead cultist in it.
Okay, and is the door still open to it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna throw her in there and then like slam the door and hold on to it.
Sure.
Like, try
I feel like
what to do with her.
I feel like I could resist that.
You're grappled,
Yeah, she's trying to throw me.
but you're
I'm
grappled.
just releasing you into a direction, and I'm stronger than you. Shut up.
Are you sure you're stronger than me?
A grappled
Yeah.
creature, speed becomes 0. It cannot benefit from any bonus to its speed. Condition ends if the effect removes the grappled creature from the reach of the grappler or grappling effect. Duh. Yeah, you can throw her. She can't resist. Because she's grappled. So you're going to toss her in the room?
Yes.
All right, you toss her into the room. She crashes into the box. Playing cards go scattering everywhere among the room. She's
Play
now
some
prone.
solitaire.
She's now prone over the box. The rest of the cultists, he is incapacitated. He is dead. He is incapacitated. East of all.
Eastvold is. So we've got Serena. Is that the burning room?
No, the burning room is this room.
I almost feel inclined to go and like do something about her so she doesn't hurt herself.
She's not gonna
we
hurt
got-
herself.
4 cultists to worry about.
Yeah, but they're all stupefied. The only one that was still not stupefied is exploded.
Right.
That stupid Disturb song stuck in my head.
Can you slap the curse off of her?
It's something you can absolutely try.
Slap the sense into her?
I could hold person for up to 1 minute.
Do you want to burn that spell? Is the question. So, she started attacking people. Obviously, she's mentally incapacitated.
Is the door closed in the room she's in?
No, it's open. That's why she got thrown into it.
As a simple action, can I close the door?
Yeah.
So she's prone in the room, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna close the door.
Okay.
We are no longer in her line of sight. Let's see if that works. I'm actually saying that to the party.
Sure. Do you take any movement? Do any actions?
It's killing time.
It's killing time. All right. Don't worry. Your first swing crushes into the chest of the cultist. You see the blood just rain from his mouth, and his body crumples to the ground.
It was actually an overhand like swipe. So like I had my shield forward and just.
Hey, yeah, whatever you need to do. You saw his head sunk into his body. That's what happened.
And that's me. I don't think I have any more movement.
Serena, you are prone.
I get up.
You can move 10 feet.
And I'm holding the door shut from the other side.
Quickly, destroy the room.
Hold on. How's that the case? Hafen shut the door.
No, East of all shut the door.
Oh, y'all must not heard me. I said that I shut the door and was holding it.
Oh, well, perfect.
Oh.
Fine.
Okay.
Eastval did not do that. He simply patted it as he walked by and said, "Good work."
What do I need to do to open a door?
You need to roll me a strength saving throw against
Nice.
Yolanda again.
Okay.
Can I use athleticism?
Yeah, athletics or strength, whatever's higher. Serena rams into the door, but it is so solidly held in place by Yolanda that you knock yourself prone again.
She yells out in a rage and hacks at the door with her sword. Can I attack?
While laying on the ground. All right, the cultists are all incapacitated. Hafen.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna Ray of Frost this guy right over here.
Sure. Roll for me.
Turn him into an ice cube.
$22. Your Ray of Frost closes the gap. It strikes the cultist in front of you, but instead of last time, where he was just encased in ice and broken to pieces, he just explodes into a shatter of just icy death.
Sweet.
He's now dead.
We should probably harvest some of the chunks to use as as bait.
And I'm gonna do, let's see, 5, I'll move here.
All right. Yolanda, you're still holding that door.
I'm gonna yell at them. How long does this thing last? Why is she crazy?
Well, we only got 2 left, so if she's still crazy, we need to take out one of them, I guess. Thankfully, we seem to be taking them out with one swipe, so if we kill these last 2, that should snap her out of it.
Should I just keep
I hope.
holding the door?
Yeah. I think we got this.
Okay.
All right.
I'm just gonna
It is East of all. You're up.
It's killing time.
It's killing time. All right, what do you do?
I'm gonna aim at his neck.
You hear the most horrific sound that you have ever heard as your hammer connects to the side of his neck. You hear bones splintering. You hear the most inhumane sound coming from his mouth as he just kind of guffaws, goes flying into the wall, and crumples to the ground dead.
Huzzah!
Hooray!
So, since I have double attack or multi attack, what do I have?
Is it multi-attack on a single target, or can you spread that out? I didn't hear that.
I don't remember. Let me look. Extra
You can
attack.
attack twice instead of once whenever you... Yeah, so... You could attack this guy, too. It's murder time! What do you do with this one?
So the first swing hit that guy in the neck, and then with the back of the warhammer, I'm going to slam the spiked part into the side of his head.
Blood begins just immediately just dumping out of the side of his head. You hear a gushing, sucking sound as you see his entire body go limp, and when you pull back the spike, his body crumples to the ground in a bloody mess. So congratulations, guys. Combat is now over.
Job's done.
Am I still broken?
All right.
After the last cultist falls, you begin to snap back to your senses.
I stand up and knock on the door. I think I'm good now.
I like creak it open just a little.
I poke my sword through.
Let me use the bathroom real quick. Talk about what you want to do.
What
All
do you
right.
want?
I think we have a bunch of
So-
uniforms now.
We got a bunch of uniforms.
We've got at least 3.
Yeah. So y'all can put those on and we can head. I say we just make a beeline for the main goal.
I think we have to. At this point, we've lost element of surprise if we stick around too long.
Yeah, we just need to charge to the chapel itself inside and
Take Ditex out.
hopefully.
I doubt we will. He's a bastard.
Full party wipe.
And then we all start over and after the apocalypse has happened.
Do you hear the tale of the
Those dumb motherfuckers who couldn't do it.
idiots that couldn't get the job done?
All right. You guys gonna keep examining rooms, or are you gonna move on?
I think we're gonna move as quickly as we can to the chapel proper.
Excellent. That sounds like a plan. All right.
Equipped in our robes. Or cultist regalia.
Yeah. Over here, you came down the stairs, which led to this hallway, and then there's stairs that continue down further.
Onward. We go down the stairs.
Yeah.
Onward and forward. All right. party continues down the stairs. You find yourself in the main atrium of the cathedral. At the far side, you see, you're coming off of probably we'll say the western wing. And as you come down the stairs, you're in the big grand main atrium. Got a very high vaulted ceiling with stained glass that shines in. And on the far side, you see doors that lead to the main cathedral.
So
everything seems quiet. The doors to the outside to your right are closed currently. As far as everybody can perceive, it's quiet. There's nobody around. It's kind of unsettling.
y'all just want to bust into the chapel, or y'all want to open the door
like we own the
and
place.
slide in? Just full on sprint?
Maybe not like sprint and bang in the door, but just be like confident, brazen, walk right into the door like we own the place and head in the direction
Like
of
slow motion, we all walk in a straight line to some song in the background or something?
Yeah. Sing
Don't look
Misty Mountain.
backwards.
Okay.
A thick fog precedes us rolling into the room, and then the light show starts.
Okay, so you're gonna just walk up and open the cathedral doors?
yes.
We're going to stroll in ready to do business.
All right, now that we're here, let me place tokens. Which token is the right token for you, Sean? Is it the Serena Fighter Follower or the 7 Fighter?
The 7 fighter.
All right. So I'm going to drop the tokens. You guys can rearrange them once we get in there. All right, you open the cathedral doors and you walk in. There are pews lined on either side that run for a good 100 feet up to the main altar. You see 3 figures in the distance as you kind of begin to walk down the line of pews. One of them turns to you. It is a hooded figure. You cannot see his face, and the other 2 figures that you see before him are 2 helmed horrors. As you begin to approach, a voice booms through the sanctuary. Ah, I am glad you are finally able to join us. D, roll me perception.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. He continues to stand unmoving, and he says, I see that you have come to retrieve your friend. You can hear the smirk in his voice.
Son of a bitch.
Pretty much. We don't have to fight about it though. We just,
Oh,
No. We're gonna fight about it. I pull out the sword.
but
No, I've got
where?
some sugar. I mean,
Where is the fun in that?
you got a good point.
He pulls his hood back, and his face is covered by a very intricate mask. But you can see that this time, he is sporting a white beard.
Like you could see the beard underneath, or there's like part of the mask is cut out to show the
Think
beard.
think of it as, what's the name of those kinds of masks that kind of cover the eyes and the nose, but not really the bottom half of your face? There's a name. Yeah, like a half mask. So it's like you can't see his features, but you can see his mouth and you can see that he's sporting a white beard this time.
Does the voice sound familiar?
Roll me perception. The voice does not sound familiar to Serena.
Serena don't know shit, guys.
Well,
Pull out my sword.
whoever this is probably isn't going to give it up nicely, so
He reaches out behind him and he pulls out a horn.
not that horn. I'm going to unfurl my wings and try to use my cloak on him.
Intimidate that bitch.
Every time you do that, I have to pull up a sheet with.
Yeah, I always forget what it is.
You know what? Go ahead. I'm just going to go ahead and add this to your sheet for
Okay.
Frightful Presence as a feat.
Okay.
On your character sheet. That way, we don't have to keep playing this game because every time you do it, we're like, what was it again?
In my mind, I have a mental image of It's Always Sunny when they're doing the wrestling match and they're all dressed up like birds. And Charlie keeps calling them the Pigeon Boys. They're just going, caw.
Oh my gosh, I haven't thought about that in forever. Okay, so you should have that at the bottom of your sheet now, on your
Okay.
feats on the right side.
Feats.
Except let me change that from of the dragon's choice of to your choice.
I have a thing I want to do while this is happening.
Sure. So he's unfurling his wings. What is Serena doing?
I want to fire a crossbow bolt at the horn.
Isn't that where he's like trapped inside of?
What? Sorry.
Isn't that what Armin is trapped inside of?
Yes.
Yeah.
You recognize it because you used your wish to discern the location of it, and you know it is absolutely inside of that object.
Should be good. Well, what's done is done.
Actually, hang on. Now I have to look up 5E object AC.
I would say it's the AC of whoever's holding it. Quick and dirty, but I mean, 14.
Quick and dirty, yeah.
I'll take anything on.
Well, because it is a very specific. Yeah. All right. Since it's a very specific thing defined, it does have its own AC. Your crossbow bolt hits it, but it bounces off.
Can I?
And the hooded figure, as you know at this point, it's Ditex, says, "You didn't think it would be that easy, did you?" And he takes it and he places it back in his pouch.
He doesn't want to summon a bunch of Valkyries to fight us, or summon an Armin to fight us.
Do you want to say that to him? Do you want to
Antagonize him? Absolutely. You're not going to use it?
He simply says, "I don't need to." And he stomps 1 foot on the ground, and the ground below him begins to fracture, showing off his feat of strength.
Did my cloak do anything?
Your cloak, a DC 21. Wait, your DC is not 21. I just copy and pasted. It should be 18.
Yeah. Let me double check.
I'm pretty sure it is. I copy pasted that from just a random dragon's.
Yeah. It's 18.
Let's fix that real quick while we're still thinking about. Oh, I'm still thinking about it. 18. And that is a wisdom. It seems that as you wave your cloak out and your wings fly wide, Ditex stares you down, but it is seemingly ineffective against him. As he is stomping his foot.
He literally did a feat of strength.
Literally. Quite literally.
Well, I got nothing.
I got my sword. Let's do this. I'm charging.
Let's go.
Ditex continues to antagonize the party.
I ain't being antagonized. I'm running forward with my sword out. I'm sorry. I am being antagonized. I am fulfilling.
You're not being antagonized. You're doing the antagonizing.
I have given in to the antagonization. I have been baited. I have been hooked. I'm a charging.
Sure. Move. Oh, so go ahead and start. Move your full movement.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. If that's the case, we're just going to start rolling for initiative. No more talking. Just doing.
I really need a good initiative to pull this off. I didn't get one. Did not get one.
I definitely didn't. I'm gonna have to roll it again to get on the board now.
I forgot to click on it, but I rolled 20.
What? I selected my token.
I think it's because we were that.
All right, let's see if I roll a 0 this time.
You know what? Why did...
There it goes. Finally popped up. I had a 2. First time.
You know what? I totally did not put the right tokens in. There we go. Now we got it. Now we can actually roll their stuff. Okay, everybody's rolled in. Did you get rolled properly? What was... you had a...
I had a 2.
You had a 2. You know what? You can keep the 7. All right, Yolanda. You see Serena running off, probably to her death.
Time to... He's only 7th level. I can run faster than you too, bitch.
He says, Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, so the things you see in front of you here, they're columns, so you won't be able to go through those squares.
Well, I was running.
You ran around. I'm just letting everybody else know.
Okay, and I'm just gonna go. I'm assuming Ditex is the hooded one in the center.
Absolutely. He's pulled his hood back. You see him with that half mask on. You see the big white bushy beard.
All right.
His big sexy beard.
Big sexy beard. Makes you wonder why he's got a big sexy beard this time.
And just
He's-
use the key. Whap. Whap.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Any more hits?
Oh wait, you have to ignore those last 2. It's actually supposed to be the first 2 and then these 2.
Yes. So
getting more into it.
Your first feather staff hits. Bam. Chow. You strike him in the side. Do it 16. 16 damage to him? Yeah, 16 damage. Second one misses as he ducks under the swipe. And then those two don't count. And then yeah, both of your strikes count for an additional 20. So 36 damage that you do to Ditex. Do you do anything else?
No, that's pretty much it. Just keep trying to hit him.
Excellent. All right, you did a lot of damage. East of all, I just like also the mental image of Serena going and running with her sword raising up, and then Yolanda running by going, "I'm faster than you, bitch!" as she just runs by.
It's a thing.
Would that be flanking?
Let's see. Yes.
Yes. And these monsters here, they're made out of metal, right?
They are. You know them to be helmed horrors. They are constructs. Your first strike with your flaming hammer connects. You do 15 bludgeoning and fire damage.
Plus 7 radiant damage.
Plus 7. All right. Get my calculator out. As you wind up for your second strike, Helmed Horror, he holds up his arm, and your strike ricochets off of his guarded side.
Wow, with an 18. Okay.
Yep. Do you do anything else? All right. Ditex is up. Let's see. Ditex. Is going to look directly at Yolanda. They're going to lock eyes. He's going to cast a spell. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Really? I rolled a 2?
Wow, for once you actually rolled low on a dex save. I think this is the first time in like a year.
I feel like there's something I should be able to do about that. But I have so many things that I can't even read through all of them, so I'll just take it.
I think you get plus 3.
Plus 22 for Monk.
Yes, you get plus 3.
15. 15 health.
You take 25 damage, and as a giant wave pops up between you and Ditex, crashing down upon you, washing out. Serena, make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
You were also knocked prone as you take 20 bludgeoning damage.
20 doesn't feel good, guys.
The water washes out on the ground around everybody as Yolanda and Serena have been knocked prone. And Ditex lets out a very precocious laughter. D, roll me a perception check.
I haven't been very good at these. Well, still not perceiving anything.
This helmed horror turns towards Sir Eastaval. And makes it swings twice with his longsword. Eastaval, though, you are very successful, and you hold up your shield and block both strikes of the longsword. The second one sees a downed Yolanda. And makes 2 attacks with his longsword. Since she is prone, they are crits immediately.
Oh, no.
You take 32 slashing damage.
Is that total
Mm-hmm.
in one attack?
Both attacks.
So what are the separate damages?
16.
Is it a crit or is it an advantage?
She's prone, so it's an automatic crit.
That's not how it works.
I don't think
No,
so.
you're right. I'm sorry.
Nice try.
Ow.
That would suck.
Yeah, they have to be incapacitated for an auto crit.
It's incapacitated. All right, first strike misses. Second strike hits. You take 8 slashing damage.
Okay.
It's much better than 32, huh?
Yes, much.
Hafen, you're all the way in the back. What you gonna do?
Alrighty.
The water has started lapping up at your feet.
Now, from where I'm standing, do I have a shot on Ditex?
He's he's under partial coverage, but you should be able to hit him. No problem.
Okay. So for my main action, because I haven't done this in a long time, and I know it'll rub them the wrong way, I'm going to toss out my pyramid,
Ooh, it's been a while.
and I'm going to grin at them when I do it. And then I'm going to use 2 sorcery points to cast Melf's Minute Meteors as my bonus action and send 2 Ditex's way immediately.
Excellent. I like this. That's a dex. Yeah, dex. Where's Ditex's dex? All right, both meteors go crashing into him, exploding. For a total of 13 fire damage.
Sweet. That's all I can do.
Okay, Serena, you're prone.
I am prone.
Get up.
I'm gonna get up, but not yet. I want to know if I can take Yolanda's spot from her.
What do you mean by that?
I want to get up and I want to stand over Yolanda while she's prone, effectively blocking her, forcing them to attack me, but also allowing me to strike at Ditex.
That's a good question.
I don't think there's a rulebook thing for that.
Yeah. So I'm going to rule that while you are in that position, you are in difficult terrain, but at the same time, Yolanda will not be able to get up since you are standing over her.
Damn it, bitch.
I'm hesitant to do that. Like, I wouldn't...
But you can't end your turn standing in that square.
Okay. So I have 60 feet. I can move forward.
60 feet?
So I have I have 30 speed. So if I got up, I would lose 15. I would have 15. 1, 2.
You could get up, occupy Yolanda's space, attack, and then move back.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'll do then.
But if you do that, you're also going to engage in attack of opportunity from Ditex.
Well, hopefully that's not a problem.
Okay.
I walk up and I occupy Yolanda's spot, and I start swinging my Vorpal. 23.
A 23 does hit.
I swing again. It's a crit.
It's a crit. As you swing the first time, you catch him in the shoulder, taking a good chunk out. You can see blood start pouring down his arm for the 13 damage. Let's go ahead and mark that. And you swing back again. You swing the sword. Go ahead and roll your damage for me.
I'm assuming that I can't decapitate him. I have it set up to do damage. Well,
11.
yeah.
You swing the sword again, and it catches him on the side of the head. And you pull the sword across, and it shatters part of the mask, revealing part of the face.
What does it look like?
Yolanda immediately at the feet of Ditex looks up and recognizes that's Valkur.
What are you doing here?
Shush, shush, child. I'm still attacking. Action surge. I get to hit 2 more times. $23 hits.
23 hits.
Because it was a crit, the last one,
Yeah.
and it didn't automatically decapitate, it would do that 68 damage. So that plus 18.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's then the Vorpal Sword hit, and then another swing.
One more.
18?
18 does not hit.
Motherfucker. And I step back.
All right, Yolanda. You see a man standing before you, white beard, half a mask on his face, but you recognize this as Valkur.
Am I still on the ground?
You're still prone.
Okay. I get up, and while I'm getting up, I knock the half mask off and go, "What the fuck are you doing?" Any response?
He responds with a laughter, and he says, "Nobody, and I mean nobody, withstands the might of Ditex."
Okay.
He could be mind controlled. Or he could be a bitch. Probably a bitch.
Die Texas, bitch.
In my rage, I'm using a wish.
Didn't work last time. I don't think.
Ooh, here we go.
And my
By
wish.
the way, I just want to lay out here that I did not plan this to bait a wish out of D. This has
Actually,
been.
it's funny because it kind of relates to a wish I had kind of in the back of my head. So, but now I'm changing it to the wish is going to be for his. How do I want to word this?
Yeah. If you are not duplicating a spell of the 8th level or lower, you need to word this as accurately as you can.
I'm not duplicating a spell, and this is gonna end up hurting me. I'm gonna feel this afterwards because I'm taking a big damn wish. For his betrayal of his goodly god, I wish for Valkur to lose all his demigod power until he comes to his senses to the ways of right and goodness.
So you wish that he loses all of his powers until he regains his senses, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
So you've just made Valkur mortal.
Yes. And then she starts crying a little and says, "You brought me back from evil. I have to do the same for you, even if it kills us."
It's a real fucking monkey paws moment.
What if he had his senses the whole time?
No, it couldn't be because he was good. He was described as a good god.
I'd get pretty mad when she turned evil.
When did you say that he regains his powers when he returns to his senses?
Yeah. Return to the ways of what is right and goodly.
Okay. All right. Your wish has been cast. The wish was your action. Until the next long rest, your strength is now a 3. Any spell that you cast also incurs a 1d10 necrotic damage roll.
Worth it.
You know those gloves you're wearing? They now feel like they weigh 1,000 pounds.
More or less.
I wonder how this affects the
You
belt.
can only move 500 feet now.
You wonder how this affects what, D?
The belt of giant strength that I wear.
Let me look at your sheet. Let me look at your sheet real quick.
Belt of hill giant, I think it is. Yeah, belt of hill giant strength.
So your natural strength. So the wish says that your strength drops to 3, and I think that like overrides anything that you have.
Yeah, I figured. I just wondering if it would break it. Or
So your strength goes from a 21 to a 3.
I mean, write down that it was 21. Now, I
So
have
right now, you get a -4 on any kind of strength roll.
Yeah, I'm a monk. I punch things, and I can't cast spells either.
All right, as you cast this wish, you kind of see a aura just immediately begin to materialize around Valkur, and the wind kicks up in the room, and he begins screaming as he just kind of limps forward a little bit before catching himself, before falling to the ground. And he looks back up and he says, This will not be enough to stop me.
It might be if we have to kill you.
East of all.
Whee! So now, if I were to eat Valkur's heart, do you think I would gain his divinity?
Considering the nature of the current wish, no.
Okay.
Also, you're a lawful good paladin.
It was just a question.
Academic curiosity.
25 hits for 13 bludgeoning and fire damage. Plus 12. Plus 2. All right.
Hold on a second.
What's up?
So if I cast that at level 3... Oh no, it's right. Okay. It's
Yeah.
just weird the way that it's set up for the rolls. So it does 2 for the first one and then 2 additional ones for the higher level cast. That's what
Gotcha.
it is.
Gotcha.
I was
Okay.
just making sure it was rolling 3 dice.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it is. Totally is. All right. Your second swing. As you connect with your second swing, the what do you do for your second swing?
Is it still facing away from me?
It was never. Oh, it was facing towards you because he was attacking you last round.
I'm gonna aim for the neck joint, like the collarbone.
Sure. You swing in, and your hammer begins to crush in the metal around the neck joint, and you see him kind of crumple in and just kind of fall over, and the lights from his helmet fade away as he dies.
Yay! And then I'm gonna move forward.
I could have occupied. Okay.
Behind. I kind of like did a little scurry past the one that fell, and then around the column, and now I'm behind Valkur.
Hey, all right, so we are back at basically the top of the round. Anyways, hey, who remembers the rumbling they heard?
I do.
Yeah.
It didn't
That was-
happen. I don't know what you're talking about.
That was Serena and Hafen. A rumbling begins to happen again. And on the northwestern wall of the cathedral, it begins to shake violently. The wall begins to give way.
My God, it's the Kool-Aid Man.
Close. He's big. He's red. He comes bursting through the wall. A giant fucking dragon crashes through the walls of the cathedral.
I was really hoping it was going to be the fire giant. You said red.
The giant red ancient dragon. You know he's ancient because he's big. He's here. He's looking around. He comes crashing in, his head whipping through the cathedral, destroying stained glass windows, raining debris among the rest of the field.
No.
He looks in and he sees Ditex at the center of the battle. Ditex whips his head back, and he reaches into his pouch, and he pulls out the horn.
So he is a little bitch.
But before he can do anything, you hear a howl in the distance. And next to Hafen, one of the doors flies off of the wall as a giant werewolf comes crashing into the room.
Yay!
Hey, buddy.
Oh, hello.
Ignoring the rest of the party on the right layer. The giant werewolf, the werewolf giant, the giant werewolf giant seems kind of redundant. The werewolf giant crosses the room at an incredible speed, jumping onto the giant ancient red dragon, sinking his teeth into the neck of it.
Heck yeah.
No, that's bad. We don't need a
Red
lichen dragon.
Well, hopefully he kills it. Hopefully he doesn't let it get away and turn into a werewolf.
As they begin thrashing and rolling around the great cathedral, before Ditex can do anything, he drops the horn on the ground and is knocked. And everybody is knocked prone by the fight between the giant ancient red dragon and the fire giant werewolf that is thrashing about inside the cathedral. Does anybody try to do anything while this is going on?
I'm gonna jump for the horn.
Roll me
Yeah,
athletics.
somebody close could make a jump for that horn that fell out of his hand. I'm thinking.
That's a pretty good athletics roll. Because as you're jumping for it, so is Ditex.
Are you rolling in the open for me so I can see it?
It's okay. He rolled a 12, so you go jumping for it and you make it to the horn before Ditex or Eastaval does.
I have one thing to say.
The red dragon begins to release fire breath that is consuming the entire inside of the cathedral. Everything starts to catch on fire.
Can I do a thing?
Which thing?
I want to yell out, "Hey, Finn, it's time to go!" And I run. I book towards Hafen. It's time to teleport out. I hope everyone else knows what we're doing.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what
running.
the range of teleport is, right?
Just anywhere is better than here.
The range of teleport is only 10 feet.
What?
For the other 8 creatures that he can, up to 8 creatures that he can carry.
Yeah. So
I think-
I'm booking it.
It's gonna be a second before I can teleport everybody.
We just keep running.
So, what does Yolanda do? You've cast your wish. Do you leave Valkur to potentially die? Or do
Yeah,
you
that was a
pull him along?
possibility when I turned immortal. I'm running. I don't want to die. He can figure this one out on his own like I had to.
All right.
Love you, babe. Bye. Don't be crazy.
All right. So, everybody kind of crowds around Hafen, I assume.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up to help.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw as the dragon and the werewolf kind of roll in your general direction. You successfully dodge out of the way as the kind of just ball of chaos works its way past you, crushing the altar and all of the stained glass behind.
Are we teleported yet? Let's go, let's go,
Is
let's go, let's
everybody
go, let's
around
go,
me
let's
yet?
go,
I
let's
don't
go. I'm
think
right here,
anybody's
let's
around
go.
me.
Waiting on
Come
Abe.
on, it's the ball.
You better go, East of all.
Is everybody here?
Everyone that wants to be.
All right, I'm teleporting us back to the safe city, our home base, if you will.
Your home base.
When you say a home base, do you mean Elf City or Davril's City?
I'm talking about the special cleared out city that we've been operating out of since we've reemerged from being gone.
As you see the giant dragon and the fire giant werewolf duking it out inside of the cathedral. Everything goes white around you as you blink out of existence. And you find yourself back inside Myth-Draenor. Davril and the old wizard are talking it out when they see you blink into existence in front of the inn.
Whew. That was a close one.
Davril runs over to the party. You guys look a little rough. Is everything all right?
No. Armin's in
yeah.
that. Armin's in that horn over there.
He's also in
At
the
least-
backpack.
His soul is. His body's in the backpack.
Forgot we still had his body.
Yeah, it was in the bag of holding.
I possibly killed my boyfriend.
Other than that, I'd say it went okay.
Yeah, just those few things.
Accomplished.
And
Dude's car
also,
got a little beat up.
Last we saw, there was a fire giant fighting a red dragon.
Our Davril just goes, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I really hope that dragon dies.
Davril,
Nice if
Davril points out, well, dragons can choose whether, they ignore lycanthropy or not, so it's up to the dragon.
Can kill it other ways.
That must be fun to be able to be like, nah, I'm not. I'm good. I don't want this curse.
Dragons are a very special breed like that, Davril says. Well, it seems your friends, my friends, we're all friends here. Armin has got his soul trapped away. What were you doing? What were you doing for this to happen?
Deck of many things again.
Armin went for the deck of many things.
Davril is just eternally facepalming. That happened to me, and you guys did it again?
Well, no, not you guys. Armin and Yolanda.
To be fair, I only exist because he did it.
East of all, pulled some cards too.
Eastavald's a very much more rich man due to this. He's 50,000 gold pieces richer.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
He did
I
it
guess
because there
the
was
only
an
one-
ancient red dragon flying around. I feel like that should be taken into consideration.
We panicked. Let's be honest.
Panicking is a valid excuse in some cases.
All in all, I'd say it worked out for the best for everyone.
We accomplished nothing.
We did not-
You
yeah.
got the horn back though.
We did get the horn back.
Yeah. Now what do we do with it?
Well, we
Bad
don't
news.
send it over to the first guy that asked for it again.
Bad news. To get his soul out, you're going to have to break it.
Oh no.
Serena drops it and steps on it
It's an iron horn.
with her sword.
Have Yolanda step on it. Oh wait, strength.
Ooh.
Her ankle
Thanks.
break. Try to
Her
start
ankle rolls upon stepping on it.
the
Hey
bone.
guys, I really need a good long nap after this.
Yeah, this is going to take... I can cast a fireball on it. Hafen can probably do something, I'm sure, but we're going to have to crack this puppy open if we're going to rescue Armin's soul from it.
Now, what's inside of the horn again?
Armin's soul.
Berserkers too, right?
If you blow the horn, it summons forth berserkers.
So if we smash it, would it also release the berserker souls?
That's a very good question. I guess we'll find out when we break it.
Why don't we just get like an iron pike, and Isteval uses his hammer on it?
Yeah, I mean, I've got a magically infused hammer with fire magic. It'd probably smash it pretty good.
Go to town on it.
Do it.
I
Sweet.
use two-hand weld and overhand axe chop it.
Bam. Eastfall comes down on it, and it breaks the horn into several pieces. And as that happens, all of the pieces begin to glow this kind of ethereal blue. They shoot up into the air, and they shoot down into the bag.
We didn't take them out of the bag.
It did.
Mistakes were made.
Somebody pull them out of the bag
So
before.
hold on. I've been imagining that Armin's leg has been sticking out of the bag the whole time. Is he now kicking?
You see the foot start to like twitch and move.
Somebody yank them out, or I will if I'm close enough.
I turn the bag over and I dump all the contents.
Oh no, not all the.
All the contents.
Everything comes dumping out. Armin falls out of the bag first, and then all the gold and all the items just fall down on top of him. He is immediately just kind of just discombobulated, just like, oh, what? Oh. Armin, you look around and you see that you're back at the base, but the last thing that you remember was you were at the inn inside of Simbra.
What the fuck, guys? I wanted to kill Ditex. Where are we?
Well, we tried.
Things went a little off the rails, as usual.
I don't think he was really there. It seems like he was able to mind control someone.
Oh yeah? Who?
Yeah.
Your best friend.
Oh, it's a guy you really love.
I love a lot of people. Everyone is my best friend.
Mm-hmm. This would be Yolanda's boyfriend.
Except for that fucker.
Well, unless he has another change of heart, you won't have to worry about him. He also might be getting eaten by either a dragon or a giant right now.
Well, that's disappointing, because I would
Yolanda
rather...
turned him into a mortal.
Oh.
This was to all save you, by the way, so...
Bitch better be happy.
I appreciate the effort. But Ditex wasn't there at all?
Well, we thought we were fighting Ditex, and upon closer inspection, it seemed to be Valkur, like
Valkur was one of the other guys on the side. The main guy was
possessed by Ditex or something. He seemed to be speaking as Ditex, but it's like he wasn't him.
No, Valkur was one of the guys on the side wearing a helmet. That was
Oh,
Ditex. Yeah.
Wait.
That was still
No.
Ditex.
That was...
No.
No, he was the main guy in the middle.
He
that
was
you
the main
ripped
guy
his-
in the middle, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what happened? I got a little confused by that too. I think you called Valkyr Ditex a couple times.
I did.
After he was revealed. Oh.
I did.
So wait, is Valkyr Ditex? Armin
As far as
says...
the party is aware, think of it this way.
It's possible.
It's possible, or, as you previously stated, he was being mind controlled by something, because Yolanda would know, you would know that Valkyr would never do this. Something's wrong.
Armin does not believe that for a moment, having been tossed through buildings.
Now he can't use Valkyr's
Either way,
powers.
he's immortal now, and he's stuck in a room with a giant werewolf, and a red dragon.
Now, I also want to point out that as you guys have encountered him in the past, it wasn't too long ago that you guys encountered him, and then this time he looked completely different from the last time that you encountered him.
Valkyr or Ditex?
Leading you guys to believe that
Armand is not a smart man.
Potentially, Ditex is not just one person.
He's
So
a
you
fake.
think possibly then
Ditex is a way of life.
Maybe he's a
Di- spirit that just inhabits bodies to get his job done? Is he even on this plane?
If that were the case, then Ditex isn't Ditex. Ditex is actually Tiamat inhabiting people and masquerading around in their
Are you sure about that?
bodies. Like anyone could be an avatar of Tiamat, right?
This is true.
I like that theory.
Hmm. Well, this complicates things.
No, it
But
doesn't. We get to
Hafen-
kill Ditex all the time now.
Hafen is doing a pretty good job at discerning things.
Roll some dice, Haven. Tell us the answers.
Yeah, can I roll a thinking dice?
Roll me an intelligence.
Save before you get fireballed.
Oh yeah, you're pretty sure about yourself about what you just said about him not being a person but controlling people. You're pretty confident on that.
And I'm okay.
Hold on. Is Ditex if Ditex isn't a person, or if he is a person, he's controlling people and he's calling himself Ditex and all these different things. Is he Ditex, or is he using that name as a pseudonym to protect himself because he's actually someone else?
That is a very good question.
Yeah, at this point, all we know is we've been chasing around avatars of Ditex. We don't even know if we've ever actually met him, or if he's even truly here.
You've mulched several of the bodies and they keep coming back. What does that tell you at this point? You've mulched several bodies and you have found
corporeal form. That's one thing.
you have mulched several bodies and you have found that one time Valkur has been calling himself Ditex.
We're gonna have to find whoever.
Son
We're
of
gonna
a
have to
bitch.
find the actual.
Serena, this is... How did you not see this? Ditex is a ghost possessing people. Like, Serena is literally standing here doing the same thing.
No, because Serena then informs you that if you separate the ghost from the body, the ghost just goes back to where it was when it died.
Okay, so
So we
he's
need to,
better at being a ghost than you are.
if he's even a ghost. Do we know he's a ghost, or do we know he's using some other form of magic? Or
You don't know at this point.
So
But
if
you know at this point that based on the wish that Yolanda cast, that was in fact Valkur, and Valkur was calling himself Ditex, and you have killed Valkur several times now, and you've even like I said mulched like a couple of the bodies, but he keeps coming back.
We've killed Valkor or Ditex.
Ditex.
so
We've never killed Valkor before.
You've
No.
never killed Valkur.
but there's always that chance that we'll get him someday.
I don't think so, Armin. I think he threw you around the place that time.
if so, keeping my Serena theory in place, if every time we kill him, his ghost body is zoomed off to its original location where it is safe, he could have a group of mercenaries or something or someone bringing him bodies to inhabit that would be more and more powerful as they get more and more powerful and able to catch more powerful hosts.
Hey Armin, remember that time that you scried Ditex and you saw two different people?
Yeah. doesn't fit that.
So, when you saw two different people, what did you see exactly?
Uh, it was like one person meditating and one person off doing something.
Who was
overlaid
the
on each
meditator?
other.
You were scrying for Ditex, and
Who
you
was
got
meditating?
kind of got two overlapping images. One of the person you guys were looking for in High Moon at the library, and then you saw another person kind of meditating.
Yeah, that person. Can you tell me where that person was? Do you remember? Do you remember anything around in that place?
I couldn't tell anything about that place other than they were meditating. It was
Remember
very
what
fuzzy.
the meditation person looked like? Because I'm guarantee you that is who we're looking for.
Dark, fuzzy. Didn't see a whole lot.
Looking fuzzy?
It was two Ditexes overlaid on each other. It was a weird image.
He was
Well,
covered in thick gray fur.
I mean, I'd be willing to bet everything that's Ditex. He would, even if whether or not he's a ghost or he's projecting himself into other people, he would have his physical presence would have to be somewhere to do that. Whether he's dead or he's meditating to do
Or
it.
some like
right?
astral projection kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, or something like that. He must have some sort of ability to do this. And if you saw two people and you saw one guy who we thought was Ditex and that we went after, and at the same time you saw another person that was meditating, that was probably the one controlling the one we were after. That's just my guess.
Ooh, how many innocent people have we mulched at this point, possibly?
They could be
I'd
volunteers.
rather not think about that.
They could be cultists.
It was for the greater good.
Like
Valkur
Valkur.
was-
Greater good.
Valkur could have been a cultist. I know you
No.
don't want to hear this.
No, you're just stupid. You don't like him.
Doesn't matter if I don't like him. If he's a bad guy, he's a bad guy.
What if Ditex was trying to send a message?
That with the possession of Valkur.
I believe he did say something. He did allude something before he started fighting us to nothing can stop him, or something to that extent that
no
like
one.
his powers were unlimited, and clearly he took over a demigod.
What's to keep him from possessing us?
How do we know we're not possessed right now?
Oh, Jesus.
Immediately, everybody wakes up inside of a pod. But no, all right. So, on the ruminations of what has transpired, Armin has been freed from his mental prison inside the Horn of Valhalla, which is now destroyed.
Which is now the pieces of Valhalla.
The pieces of Valhalla. You are back in the ruins of Mithranor with Davril. Great time to do a short rest, so Yolanda no longer suffers the strength of 3, and you guys can discuss on what you would like to do next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Yay!
Sounds good.
We did it. Reddit.
Hey, we didn't die.
Well, maybe a little
And
on
we-
the inside.
And we possibly have a better clue, so we're not just chasing nothing now.
So I'll still point out that what I did with Ditex I had planned like 6 months ago. So it was not wish baiting, for just so you're aware, D.
Oh no, that's fine. I don't think you expected me to use a wish right then and there.
No, I did not. I did not.
It's a good thing you had it.
I
But
feel
now
like
he can't use his powers.
I feel like there should be a pathway to divinity for one of the party.
And I know who it should be.
Armin.
Yolanda.
I'm gonna become a god, and I'm gonna smack Valkyr in the face.
Don't you want a monk god? So she has the monk bullshit plus the god bullshit. Monk god.
So it's a potential.
I feel like it's unnecessary for a monk to attain godhood. They're already massively overpowered.
Once they hit level 22. Oh, by the by, congratulations, everybody. Level up.
What? Oh
Yeah,
god. Oh god.
I'll do that before the next one.
With
Alright.
Valkur's dying breath, he grants you his divinity.
Alright, I'm killing the stream. Bye bye, internet.
So everybody should be. See you later. Everybody should be level 18 at the beginning of next session.
Cool.